Good morning, you guys. It is super early. We are getting out here while it's cool, and you are probably going to see several wardrobe changes today. We are grooming dogs today. This morning, the reason why we're out super early, the sun literally just came up. We are going to go out to the barn here and see what we can get done with shearing the girls while it's cool and before I have to go to work. And then I need, like I said, I have dogs to groom, and then of course we always have farm work to do in the afternoon. So come along with me. It's going to be a busy day of hard work, and it's always funner when you come along. Okay, the babies are out to pasture. They got their morning breakfast out to pasture. I see Velvet's all worked up this morning over something. I don't know what. She couldn't wait to get outside this morning. The bees had her morning hunt and her breakfast. And sheep are out in their pasture. They were only out here for a few hours yesterday, so they're out in the same pasture again today. Trying to get them to knock down the weeds around my compost piles, and got away from me, and then it was just too hard to mow it, so. Feel better, baby girl? Huh? You look better. She doesn't look as pregnant as she looked, though. And Vanilla looks skinnier. Lambs are coming off in a week or so. That's good. And it is only about not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet, and I'm already dripping with sweat. Welcome to summer in the South, folks. I've got to go in and take a shower and get ready for my doggy grooming. Just a quick stop to smell the flowers here. Okay, hi ho, hi ho. So off to work we go. And we're carrying some eggs for the farm stand. I went ahead and set up a little farm stand at the groom shop so that I could sell the things that I'm not getting processed quick enough and that I have just lots of extras of. So checking on everybody before I go to work, and it looks like everybody's doing good. So see what the groom shop brings today. Missy Rescue, for one, is happy to go to work. Okay, we are off work, and couldn't show that boy. Work ended up changing dramatically today. And sometimes that's how it happens, you know, life happens to people, and so I had several reschedules, and only ended up doing one boy, and he was a very senior boy that required my full one-on-one attention, and really me and the owner had to work on him, so there really wasn't much opportunity for any footage of him. But we got him done, and we got him comfortable for the summertime, so that's the good news. And we're back out on the farm now. It is a little bit later in the afternoon because I've been hiding from the heat. It's over 100 degrees out here. It's hot. You'll notice the glow happening. And we have unloaded some feed. I went to the feed store, so we've unloaded some feed. The dogs are fed for their evening meal. It's starting to cool off a little bit again. I did harvest this guy. Isn't he cool? This is a Phil's 2 tomato, and they are supposed to be like this. They are supposed to be uniquely bumpy and green. Now you'll notice that half of it, like this half, is not as ripened as this half. It's not as yellow. And I would imagine that that's just part of this variety of tomato. And I would also imagine that this is more of a what's the word? This is more of an authentic thing to grow, you know, like it's cool in your garden. It's not super productive as far as, you know, that this is going to create a lot of food. This is just really cool to grow. It's really cool to set on your table. It'll be neat to slice into it, but it's a bit of a jewel of the garden, not necessarily a workhorse. So, but it's a beautiful tomato. And of course, I harvested a couple more tomatillos, which probably will not make it in the house, truth be told. But I'm headed out to do some weedy whacking, and I've got the water on. The reason why I harvested those was because I was going to turn the water on out here, and so I've got my sprinkler running back there, and we're going to let that water the garden a little bit, and we're going to go to the back of the property and start working on getting it cleaned back up. Still playing a little bit of catch up, but things are starting to look pretty spiffy around here again, so I'm starting to feel good. On to garden harvesting. You want that one? That one was bug ridden. Okay, I am going to go get my wheelbarrow and well, I think what I might do is I'll just take a walk around real quick and take out anything that I think needs to be taken out really quick. The water needs to be moved. Oh. Cheap thrills, folks, cheap thrills. There is today's squash harvest, and I blew my kitchen up working with Cheeky sourdough starter. There are some lemon sourdough discard muffins in the oven. I needed to use up some sourdough discard, so there's that. So those are baking, and they need to bake for 20 minutes, just the right amount of time to go outside and bring all of the kids in, and then these should be done. See, I cleaned up from this morning's endeavors, preparation for tomorrow morning. that garden. Good night, Rogie. Meow. Good night, Rogie. So here I've just come in the house and I had my sourdough starter out on the counter, and I'm just gonna go ahead and feed her, which means that I will divide her in half and then feed her with flour and water. The half that I take out will become sourdough discard, and that will go in the fridge. And after I feed her and mix her up, I will go ahead and put her back in a new clean jar, and she will go back in the fridge as well. Heart problems. And I feed my sourdough starter, which is what Cheeky is, 50% wheat and 50% white flour. That's just a personal preference. Some people do rye. Some people do rice flour, you know, some people. Everybody does their own thing with their sourdough starters. There's a lot of freedom and a lot of liberty in your own sourdough starter and what you choose to do with it. It's really not as hard as people think it is. Those look delicious. And with that, you guys, I am going to let you go. It was another great day on the farm. Shearing sheep, taking care of the garden, cleaning up the farm, and being in the kitchen, harvesting. I mean, geez. You just never know what we're going to get into around here, and I'm so thankful that I have you to do it with. I hope you had a great day. I'll catch you on the next one. Yours truly.